Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the last section of Chapter 4, Section 4.8, deals with looking at credit card finance charges. So what we're going to be doing here, we have two different methods to find our finance charge, or how much extra we owe because we don't pay something on time for our credit cards. The previous balance method and the adjusted balance method. The idea of cash advances is if you want to take out a loan from your credit card, you can take out a loan from your credit card and then you'd have to pay it back over a certain amount of time period. So we'll talk about that as well. Okay, so the first thing here is the previous balance method. Everything that we need to know for the previous balance method shows up here on the bottom of our statement down here. Okay, and this is an example from your book. Okay, so when we're doing the previous balance method, the first thing that we always need to find out is our finance charge. And our finance charge is going to be taken by the previous balance, so in this case it's 225.60. Find that down here in the bottom left hand corner. We're going to multiply that by the periodic rate, which was the monthly periodic rate. This is 1.5%. You can find that by taking your APR divided by 12. So in this case it's 1.5%, which is 0.015. We multiply those two numbers and we get our finance charge, which in this case is going to be $3.38. So that's what we start off with right there. Okay, that's step one. So now to find our new balance. Okay, so finance charge at $3.38 would go right here, and under the finance charge category, new balance comes up next. So our new balance, if we remember from our previous slide, what we're going to do is we're going to take the previous balance, which is 225.60, so 225.60. We're going to add in our finance charge, so that's $3.38, 0.38. We add in our new purchases and fees, which we find right here under purchases and fees, which is a plus 213.67. Okay. Once we have that, we'll add these three values together, and then we subtract our payments and credits. So in this case, 110.99, so 110.99, and that'll get us our new balance. So when we do all this work, we add these three numbers up, subtract out this, we get an answer of $331.66, and that becomes our new balance. Okay, so that would be the value here. The minimum payment on the due date, we don't necessarily worry about that at all for this case there. So we're filling out those two things there. Okay, the next idea comes with the adjusted daily balance method, or adjusted balance method. In this one we have to find our adjusted balance first. So our adjusted balance first is going to be our previous balance minus our payments and credits. So we're going to take that 225.60 and we subtract out 110.99, and that gives us an answer of 114.61. So this value here is what we put into as our finance charge to help us figure out our finance charge. So we're going to take 114.61 times that 0.015, and this is to get our finance charge, our FC, and that gives us an answer of $1.72. Okay, so this becomes our finance charge, and then to figure out our new balance, we add the adjusted balance. So this is for new balance, and that's equal to our adjusted balance, so that's 114.61. We add in our finance charge of $1.72 plus any purchases and fees from the previous, so 213.67. So any new purchases or fees that we have. So we're adding all these three numbers up, and we get an answer of $330. And so that becomes our new answer. Okay, so this was our adjusted balance. We used our adjusted balance to figure out finance charge. Finance charge helped us figure out the new balance. So those two answers here would be the ones that would be important for us to figure out or understand. And then lastly, we have the idea of cash advances. Okay, cash advances says you're going to buy $500 for 20 days on your credit card. You have an advanced fee, not feel. We'll delete that out. Advanced fee of $29 and a daily periodic rate interest rate of 0.0573%. So to figure out what we have here, what we're going to do is we're going to take 500 and we multiply that by the number of days, so 20. We multiply that by the percentage as a decimal. So notice this is a really small percentage, so we got a really small decimal, so 0.000. So we have 3 zeros there, and then 573. And when we multiply those things out, we get $5.73. That becomes our interest. And then for us to figure out our total finance charge, we add $5.73, our interest, plus our finance charge, our advance fee, the advance fee, which gives us an answer of $34.73. This becomes our cash advance finance charge. Okay, so this would be the answer that we were looking for right there. So we take 500, or our money, times the days times the rate, and then add in our fee, and we get our final answer. Okay, so that's section 4.8. If you have any questions, you gotta let me know. Have a good day.